Storming ahead here, no brakes.
So it is 1:30 in the morning here, and we still have the two longest games to go through. It'll be fine, I'm sure. It's gonna be a bit of a speed run, I feel. But anyway,
it's like 4:30 here.
In the morning?
No.
Oh my god, damn.
In the afternoon.
Oh, good fucking lord.
7:30 here in Eastern.
If I was having this much fun at 4:30 in the morning, I'd be dead. I'd be in so much trouble with your movies.
I mean, we can just write it off as an all-nighter. You'll be good.
They kick down the door. Chappers, what are you doing? It's 3 in the morning. Talking to people
It's Space
on the
Quest.
internet.
I mean, it's Space Quest. Come on.
Just hanging out on the internet.
The only appropriate response is da 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 da.
Shut up, you pant log. All right, Space Quest 5. All right, so here we go. Space Quest 5. This is actually the game manual I'm the least familiar with because this box, when it was donated to me a couple of years ago, is the first time I've ever actually seen it like in real life. So it comes with this fake tabloid called the Galactic Inquirer, which is supposed to be like, you know, news of the world type stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
I remember this thing.
Baby born with only one head, and then it's the head of Ken Williams. And so let's have a look at the manual in the scan here. Here we go. Burp. There we go. Baby born with one head. Alien hoax. Now this I don't know, it kind of sort of rubbed me the wrong way back in the day, at least, when you know, the Mark Crow thing, he gave up his Andromedan snout and all that, and I'm not even sure what the plot of it was. There's an interview later down here. I'm skipping past some stuff here. Yeah, here we go. Space Quest co-creator comes out of the closet. I'm not an alien. I'm a human being. Why? Why is this? Oh. Is this to, like, distance himself from the 4 previous guys? I don't know.
It's typical tabloid trash, honest to goodness. This is exactly like you might see the same type of thing, like Royal says, I'm not actually born of the royal family. It was actually some peasant from Bumpkinville that was my father, or something.
Yeah.
Same type of thing.
Oh, I get that, but why come out as human? It kind of, because they built the whole thing on being alien game designers, you know, because that was sort of the shtick of it, and now now he's a human, and then in 6, you know, Scott Murphy just also gave up in all the pretenses of the whole 2 guys from Andromeda. It's like when they split apart, it was like. The magic, the illusion, the duo is not only did they split apart, but the whole magic of the you know, the 2 guys from Andromeda, that thing was dead and buried as well. It's like they sort of put a fork in the whole thing, and that was kind of a
It's an arguable extra contribution for why 5 and 6 feel so apart from everything for people, because they took away the conceit. They ripped away the curtain, so to speak.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. So it's not like I'm absolutely like irate and want you know, someone to pay for it or anything. I just thought it was a little weird because I kind of like the persona of 2 alien game designers in Hawaiian shirts who just sort of roam the galaxy and design adventure games and get drunk. It's just I like that. And then he just sort of went, fuck it. Oh well. Okay, so what else we got? Whatever happened to Roger Wilco? Yeah, I have to. Honestly, I haven't actually read these articles. Like years and years ago, I looked at the scans of this and read them like once, but now I actually have the game box, and I've been meaning to sort of dive deep into it. I know the Space Quest 4 manual almost by heart, and you know the Space Quest 2 Space Piston comic book and all that. But Space Quest 5, I've never really read it. But
I'm reading this paragraph that you had on screen next to the cursor. It said, for the most part, nobody cares.
Yeah.
But my editor says I have to fill a whole page with this swill, so it's the one that lines up right with the top of the common sense is one of the most uncommon things in the universe.
Yeah.
The implication is no one knows what Roger has been doing since Vohal had him abducted at the beginning of 2.
Yeah.
So all of the events of Space Quest 3, 2, 3, and 4 are basically unknown to the galaxy at large. In other words, no one cares. Yeah, that's basically what it boils down to.
Former sci-fi hunk dumps wife for maid. Close family friend says, bad roars, bad roars. George Jetson's a bit of a... Also,
I particularly love, say what you will about Starcon being a bad addition, but I do love the statement, be all that you're not.
Yes, yeah, I absolutely agree. That is A+. Be all that you're not. And I'm not saying Starcon is a bad addition per se. It kind of feels like it took over the whole universe of Space Quest, and I don't think that was a good idea. But I mean, it could be like,
if you hunger for adventure, excitement, and are gullible enough to believe recruiting slogans, then Starcon Academy is the place for you.
Yeah, that whole ad is beautiful.
Scandal touches highest level of Star Confederacy.
You're not an obvious parody at all.
No. Orbital bungee jumping. Family lost in space, each crew member to survive.
Should have.
No.
They really should have.
It really went all south for the Jupiter 2 crew, didn't it?
Yeah.
The youngest member of the crew, Will Robinson, had grown fond of the Doctor through the years. Don's right. Dr. Smith was a scheming, two-faced jellyfish of the man, but he wasn't really all bad. I'm gonna miss him. You're right. I guess he wasn't all that bad. In fact, most of him tasted pretty good. Kinda like chicken. Will's father has lost his mind.
Why is it always chicken?
Also, I love the slogan of genetics. We play God, so you don't have to.
I've used that. Like my undergraduate degree is molecular genetics. I've used that line before humorously.
And here are
you
actual
were living my
behind the
dream.
scenes.
How could you?
So this is actually the motion capture actor who was playing Roger, and that's Mark Crow with a lighter, and that's not actually gasoline, but they had fun with this. It seems like Mark Crow really settled into his new home and dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
We're up to 5 now, are we?
Yes, we're up to 5.
That's terrifying.
I love how the theme song for 5 is a blatant ripoff of the original Star Trek theme.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's blatant, but it's not actual. It's you can tell the inspiration and how massive it is. But there it is, the Dick Clark ad. It cracks me up every time.
Wait, oh, that one. Researching for Cyber Clark technologies.
Ad.
The Dick 20 robot to test how good their android was. They sent it back in time to the most toxic environment they could think of, 20th century Earth, and it's still running. I love that joke.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
That is good.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Here we go. It's
I just see DOS.
I'm sorry. It's on Twitch and YouTube. Sorry.
It's on the Twitch stream.
The PDF I'm looking at is actually not on disc. Just to be extra confusing. Sleep through college.
Yeah.
Or brain surgery at home.
Wonder wigs. That's hilarious.
You know, that hint book reminds me of this King's Quest historian.
Then the back
Space Quest
page.
5?
Back page for TSN. That's hilarious.
Oh, and that's an actual ad.
The Sierra games were usually really well written.
Yeah.
I know.
Perform brain
I
surgery
especially
at
loved
home.
all the fake questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The ones in Space Piston and Space Quest 4. I love those as well. Okay, so let's get into the game.
Says it's the Vulcans in this version. They haven't come up with them being vulgars in 6 yet.
Yeah, that's in 6.
It's a pity.
Vulgar nerve pinch. Right, you're right.
It also sounds really suspect. A vulgar nerve pinch. It just sounds like something you might get arrested
Pretty
for.
sure that was deliberate.
Yep.
Excuse me. All right.
You leave now and I don't rearrange your organs.
Couldn't find whatever the hell that was.
Oh.
Couldn't find one.
Hang on.
It's usually right next to 2.
Yeah. Boy, I think it just killed itself. Let's see.
Good night, sweet
That was a good game.
DOSBox.
Let's move on to
Oh
6.
yeah. Good night, sweet DOSBox.
This stream has ended. Cricket noise.
I'm sorry. I'll just reshare DOSBox. Here we go.
Hiya, Wampus.
Boom. There you go.
That's right. That's its name.
I'm just gonna have a look in the install and see what's up. I think maybe it can't find the Roland MT32. It's actually set to Roland MT32. So, let's see what. Did I run the wrong executable? No.
I don't know if you actually answered this one or not, but is there a King's Quit version of Space Quest?
You mean with the voices swapped?
What?
Yeah, like.
Oh, I guess. I guess it just.
I don't think there have been enough CD versions for that. Because the whole point for King's Quest V doing that is that there's 2 different CD versions that have slightly different resource.odd files.
Yeah.
So unless there's 2 versions of the Talkie versions of Space Quest 4, there isn't one. And Space Quest 6, I think, used a different system, so it wouldn't have it.
Right.
You'd have to have the Sierra Originals version to test it out.
Fondly remember this was the first game I ever watched Amir and Akago play.
Oh yeah. Akago. A moment of silence for our fallen compatriot, Akago. We fucking miss you, dude. For those of you who don't know, Akago was a lovely person, a YouTuber who was very active in the adventure game community. He did voiceovers for some indie games, Neo Feud and the unreleased Talkie of Space Quest: Valhalla Strikes Back. I even had the pleasure of having him voice one of my Adventure Jam games, which was awesome. He did a fantastic job. And then tragically, he passed away a few years ago under not very fun circumstances. So I miss him a lot. We used to talk very frequently, and we used to hang out on Upper Memory Block's Hangouts when he did Patreon Hangouts. And he was always fun to talk to. So fucking Akago. Salute.
I think we have to call Lawasoft Earthbound Roger Wilco now, because apparently he says he does not far from what Roger's supposed to do. He works in an airport, kind of does janitorial duties, just no space and no adventures, but very badly colorful work suites. So Lawasoft is now Earthbound Roger Wilco.
I just
and
remember.
Is he also really bad at his job?
I just remembered that Space Quest V is actually. Sorry for cutting the stream again. Space Quest V is actually meant to run with SC55 audio and not MT32 audio. So permit me.
Oh, okay.
It was written for SC55 audio. Good morning. So I'm just gonna quickly change my DOSBox settings here and hop back in. And just turn the cycles up a bit and restart the stream for you guys in chaos.
Hey, UH, it's been fun watching, but I gotta head out. I got some prior engagement to go to.
No worries, man. Thank you so much for stopping by.
He'd tell you to go live your life, but you're already dead, God, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm headed out to Barcade to meet a friend. So.
Enjoy, dude.
No
Those are always
worries.
a blast.
So y'all have fun with the last little bit of Space Quest. I'll leave the stream up on my computer, so you get the view still and the view time.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks,
I
man.
have a hard time telling
Thanks,
when
man.
people are done talking. I'm sorry. If anyone ever made a fan Talkie of 5, I'd love to play the narrator just so I could be so snarky.
There's a lot of lines.
The right use the full, Raj.
Oh, that is still very, very loud. Hang on. Let me just adjust that real quick.
I think we need to. Considering how much everyone has said this, I think we need to establish a ground rule right now, trolls. Since you want to go as quickly as possible, don't try and over every single line, everyone.
Oh no!
I get everyone wants to do a talkie on this, but please don't. Right now.
Let's be chill. Let's let this guy get to bed.
Yeah.
Some people want to get to bed at a reasonable hour, or even an unreasonable but at least decent hour. So let's not do that.
You guys are sweet. Yeah, actually, Sam over on the SQH Discord is doing a project where he is adding to the narrator lines. He's actually adding more lines into the game and re-adding some stuff that's cut out of the game for whatever reason. He's doing a special version of Space Quest 5. And that's actually the version that we want to do a Talkie version of.
Makes sense.
So that means even more lines, and this is already probably the wordiest Space Quest games of them all.
Apparently, they didn't think this would sell well enough for Talkie to be worth it.
Yeah, and that's such a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like I said, this was my first. I don't think it's the best in the series, but it was my first.
I actually had Space Quest 1
I think it is the best,
but I could never get off the Arcada.
Keep that opinion.
I think my favorite is 4.
Oh shit! People are
young to have a Space Quest game. I got a 5.
People are posting their haikus in the text chat. I forgot to mention that to be eligible, you have to join the voice chat and read your haiku out loud at the end of the stream. I'm very sorry. I should have pointed that out. But those are some good ones.
Yep. Lovely.
So what? A haiku? What about a haiku?
So, if you write a good haiku about Space Quest 5, could be anything, and I happen to like it, you can win a test pressing of the Space Quest 5 reorchestrated soundtrack on vinyl.
Okay, so I type that in the chat somewhere?
No, just wait until the end of the stream, after the game, if we still remember it by then, and read it out loud, and we'll pick a winner.
I get why they use the term neutron beams and proton torpedoes. The proton torpedo is obviously a send-up of photon torpedo.
Oh, yeah.
The neutron beam, honestly, that would probably fall under war crimes. I don't know how familiar people are with physics, but there's the idea of the neutron bomb, which is basically just massive amounts of radiation and not actual destructive power. It's designed to kill everyone and leave structures and technology and infrastructure intact. It is ugly, it is nasty, and it is evil.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, the idea of a good space confederacy using neutron beams to someone familiar with the technology just goes, you're the bad guys, aren't you?
Is it possible we're the bad guys?
Honestly, that would be great.
If you go to a certain screen in the rotunda, you
was it who
see
wrote
Darth
this game?
Vader
I can't
and
remember.
Obi-Wan having a duel.
Yeah. I think it's up here somewhere. You have to come in from... There you go.
Yay!
We'll be the baddies.
Let him go.
Squiggly 30 says, like, Olivia
Crap,
Neutron
we're in the
Bomb?
wrong universe. This way.
Here we go.
I love the music for the space Starcon aptitude test.
Yeah.
Or stat. Look, it's Wolf.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure they do say that's supposed to be an Andorian in the back. Even though they're purple rather than blue.
Oh, is that some, like, Battlestar Galactica kind of thing that I'm not familiar with?
Andorians are one of the founding races of the Federation in Star Trek.
Oh.
They're the blue antenna creatures you may have seen in some of the Star Trek series, if you watched.
I'm just gonna cheese the test.
Yeah, I like how these answers are all the same.
Yeah.
I like how the first one for question 4 is what Kirk
Off-Bopper, that's his
Gorn.
name. I like the Cadet Off-Bopper. He's the ram. He's so cute. I want to whoop his nose.
Right, upright or canister vacuum. I love that joke. I love that joke.
There he is.
So was 5 sponsored by Sprint?
Yes.
Yes, it was. Product placement. One of the first product placements in Sierra games.
It is blatant.
Okay. See, this one is fixed. You don't have to cheat on the test.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to cheat on the test ever. It just gives you points.
Actually, in the original, if you don't cheat, there's a death where they say you failed immediately and you get kicked out of Starcon.
That's if you get the answers wrong. If you get the answers wrong.
The cheat I just used.
If you know the answers straight up, it doesn't matter. You can pass without cheating.
There's that.
Yeah, is that a skull fighter in the docking area outside the test room?
Yeah, one of them was.
It is.
Yeah, they captured. Oh wait, we'll get to it. So in the chat, Johnny Carcinogen says Starcon Aptitude Test, SCAT, SCAT. Yeah, I didn't.
Hey, I'm laughing because my job title's acronym is scam. So.
No! I love the Homer Simpson go there. Is that guy behind us supposed to be Jabba the Hutt?
Just some sort of
No,
green
only
creature.
only one eye. But that guy's supposed to be a xenomorph.
I like to think that xenomorph-looking cadet is actually Roger's son from Space Quest 2. Somehow Roger survived.
Wait, where was the skull fighter?
Somewhere.
I think it was where was
Two screens back.
2 screens back.
If you go back 2 screens.
I think it's quicker if I go this way.
There it is.
Oh, is that the one? That one?
That kind of looks like a skull.
No, that's the SCS
Lollipop.
Lollipop.
Yes, Lollipop.
A good ship.
Next generation
Aww.
reference.
That's adorable.
Riker once claimed that he served on the ship with Lollipop, that it was a good ship.
No, that's not a Star Trek reference. That's a song reference. Star Trek was referencing that
Riker
too.
was making the song
Yeah, the
reference,
good
but he
ship
didn't say he
on
once
the
served
good
on the
ship.
Oh, let's say hi to Elvis.
Two candy
That guy's playing Missile Command.
The King of
Oh, I
Rock and Roll
almost-
is
That was
alive and
playing
well in Space
asteroids.
Quest 5.
I almost never get. I've tried to trigger Elvis, and I almost never am able to. I don't know if the RNG just hates me or what.
No, he's not RNG. He's there every time.
That guy.
Really?
Yeah, he should
Stick
be.
with
He
my
should be.
version then.
I think you have to go around.
But I
that,
did.
Could be.
Okay, here we go.
And now for a little musical interlude while Roger loses his lunch.
Here we go.
I'm glad you guys liked my jokes.
Look at
One's
the
echoing
motion
again.
capture in action. Look at that. All right.
And now
How does
a
this
little
work?
classical music. No!
Red streak speeds by. Roger, the janitor. Too fast for the naked eye.
Sure, you might want to turn on push to talk, because I think you're the one causing the echo right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not you, Jabbers. It's Fletcher's, I think, is causing the echo.
Oh, I
He
heard.
turns
was
on push to
"Err."
talk. Yeah. Change your settings to push
Oh,
to talk,
geez, I
so
had
it
my-
only...
Speaker up, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Back
No
down.
worries. No worries. Hey, okay, that was a little slower
That was
than what I'm
quick.
used to. Was it?
That was
actually.
that was
Yeah,
quick.
he was
It's
pretty
nice and
smoking.
sunny.
Ah,
Steve
Here
Cheers.
he
for that.
comes.
hey, guess what we forgot to do?
What did we do?
It's
Oh.
not me.
It is hard
Sound
to
on.
resist reading these lines, but I will be
Ah.
good.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to go past the lines so fast you can't actually read them.
Okay, that's just being mean.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
think
unfortunate.
It's echo. I don't have a.
Look at all the loom
Facebook.
stars in the background. Look at all those.
I love the sparkle in her eye. It's just so blatant.
Yeah.
And then Roger, the only man who talks to women worse than Roger in this scene is Guybrush Threepwood the first time he meets Elaine.
Yeah.
Where he
Also-
can't even string one word.
Also, I hate to say this because I don't want to come across as that guy, but that is a lot of collagen in Bia's lips.
Yeah, she's got big old smoochers
Yeah,
on
and
her.
a lot of.
Yeah.
What do you expect with a person with the last name Wankmeister?
I would like to say-
Ouch.
Oof.
Ouchie.
It is a lot of collagen
Slippery.
in B's lips, but it's not as much as Quirk's.
Or at least not as much as in Quirk's chin.
Yeah,
But-
particularly the chin, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got a. Oh shit, I'm blanking on his name. The guy who plays Ash in the Evil Dead movies. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Yeah, I know
fuck.
exactly who you're talking about.
Why can't I remember his name?
That cut, you know, he's come to Starcon from his
Bruce
hometown
Campbell!
of Cincinnati.
Campbell,
Thank
right.
you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Jabbers.
No,
Sorry.
nah,
Yeah,
nah,
Bruce
it's cool.
Campbell. Yeah, Bruce Campbell and Quirk would seriously get in a fight. They could fight with their chins.
I mean, honestly, if
Jay
there ever
Leno, though,
is...
is the master
If there ever is a Space Quest movie, and they have Rames T. Quirk,
Flash Gordon, fail.
Cast Bruce Campbell.
Fail.
Oh yeah.
Roger Wilco.
But luckily, this little lemur guy, ouch.
Yeah, there's another question. Why would he have to cheat on his test if that thing was gonna gnaw through the Grademaster anyway?
And also, how did they get here? This is space.
Also, if you think even space travel will contain pest animals, you have no idea.
Yeah, he probably just escaped from the pantry or something. They were gonna cook him for lunch. Also, check out the Captain Picard guy, middle to the left, who just falls asleep halfway through the meeting.
He's so mean.
I think he was asleep. I think the guy was asleep at the start, and he only his head just finally falls back at the end.
Oh,
that's it.
It's so good. Like, she yells at the whole conference room and leaves in a huff, and he's just...
And there goes his head.
Yeah.
I think he was out for the whole thing.
Speaking of Guybrush, any plans to cover the Monkey Island series?
I've played through 1 and 2 as a Let's Play. Not sure I would have anything to sort of, like, riff on in the same way as I did with King's Quest, because I quite like Monkey Island 1 and 2, although I will happily give 3 and especially 4 a run for its money,
God.
So it's not out of the question, of course.
I don't think I could go through Tales without going off on how Telltale had a good thing going and then literally fell into the trap of too much of a good thing.
I've never actually played much of Tales.
Here we go.
I like if you cheated on the scat test, the guy you cheated off of will complain about it.
Yeah,
Insert current chief commanding officer's name here.
Big smile, love the face.
Look, what the heck is that smile supposed to be?
It's a really cheeky smile.
He's just so happy.
I think that's the other problem with this depiction of Roger. He seems just slightly a bit too smug. It's a little too self-satisfied.
Yeah.
He also, the design is good, but it doesn't feel like Roger. He's too pretty.
He's too beefy.
There's the beefy and the pretty.
He's too good at his job.
He did have he was kind of like I'm not gonna say hunky, but he was a bit on the buff side in Space Quest 4. He does have nice hair, but I mean the thing that gets me about Space Quest 5's Roger is he's sort of arrogant and pompous, and stuff's gone to his head. And he wasn't
when he
like
tries
that.
too hard, he trips over chairs like that.
Yeah, and he's gotten really bumbling. Now, granted, in the Space Quest 2 Space Piston, he was also really arrogant, and stuff had gone to his head and stuff like that. So, but you would imagine that the events leading up to Space Quest 2 would have, shown him a slice of humble pie.
Apparently not enough of one.
No. Oh.
Perhaps he needs to go back for seconds.
Yum. Hey, it's Cliffy.
It's Cliffy! Pleased to meet you. Oh yeah, and this is the one where he says, I dropped my wrench down the head. So, and there's just this black gunk stick. Oh, why would you tell him that?
He's got work to do.
I missed this one.
Yeah,
I think I've missed that conversation almost every time I've played.
Yeah, that little introduction with Cliffy is only there if you are still docked at StarCon and go back and have a chat. Otherwise, he's just, off, piddling around.
Doing his stuff.
Let's just steal all his fucking stuff. Now, has anyone ever, like, if you don't clean up toolbox, has anyone ever actually gotten yelled at by Cliffy for that?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, me neither.
I don't think.
I think I got everything.
I forget if it does it automatically anyway or not.
I think.
No, you usually have to click clean up toolbox. I don't know if it still does it when you hit exit.
I think actually
when you come back, it's all reset anyway. I think.
Yeah. Oh well. Let's just.
Wouldn't that be a funny death, considering it says "touch my tools and die"?
Yeah, that's what you'd expect, right? Okay, my cat is literally licking his ass right next to me. Lovely. Thank you.
That's so hot, man. So hot.
I
So
think the
hot.
cat is expressing its opinion of Space Quest 5.
Oh.
Here we go. Get that shit. Get that shit. Just basically rip anything out of the storage lockers and shit.
You open the airlock.
That kills you.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. And there's Chicky Chick.
I didn't know about that Easter egg for the longest time.
No, I just stumbled on it
Never
by
found
accident.
it as a kid.
Oh, what I love about this is when you hit intercom and it goes, yeah, Cliffy actually took that out and installed it in the toilet, so you have to yell bombs away for it to flush.
Yeah.
But people didn't like that, so they changed it to the teleporter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which is why you have to yell energized throughout the whole game. I thought that was a decent explanation.
That's a great explanation. I mean, this game is. I will grant it this. David Sell, who actually wrote this game, is a fantastic writer, and he's got his own style, and he puts his own spin on the whole Space Quest universe. He's got that sense of humor. He's a wonderful, great characters and all that shit. He's not Scott Murphy, and he doesn't pretend to be. Yeah, that's all.
You
Right,
can do your own way.
You can do your own way, and so I can't really. I'm not super mad at Space Quest 5 or anything. I love the game. I played it to bits. I love all of it. It's just the vibe is off, and that's because blah 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 blah. We're here to have fun.
Space Quest 5 is a lot like Fox and the Hound 2. It doesn't really feel like the previous story, but it can be fun.
Gangularis, PU, and kiss your ass. Now, excuse me. We're actually supposed to look in the manual for the different planet codes. Where the hell are you, Gerd Draxon? This is a reference I never got until someone explained to me. Oh yeah, there's this Dynamics game where Gerd Draxon is the like the main antagonist or something. Supreme Overlord of the Arcturan Empire, Conqueror of the Pleiades, and noted psychic astrologer. And I love it. Some of these horoscopes are fantastic. Let's just hang on.
I will say I do
manually
like,
using trolls.
I will say I do like how one of the planet codes is 90210.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think that's the only reference I got as a child. I think that was it.
My horoscope is, now's the time for that house cleaning you've been putting off. Root out spies and traitors. Destroy anyone you have doubts about. Better safe than sorry. Don't worry if outsiders call you brutal. Positive results will speak for themselves.
I kind of wish these codes were 7 numbers long, though. Would love to see 8675309.
309.
That would
All
be
right, let's see if I
Shui.
can do this in order.
We're throwing in Batman Beyond references now. Lovely.
Hey, I want to make Shui a thing. We're supposed to be getting close to the Batman Beyond futures. Shui's got to be a thing.
I will admit, corporate interests are trying to make us live in a corporate dystopia pretty hard, so you got that much going for you at least.
You're being
Wait,
a
what
kid,
am I
and I used to
horsing
think one of the most handsome cartoon characters in the world was Terry McGinnis.
Mhm.
He's a good-looking kid. Now I'm 26. I'm thinking, who's letting this child run around Gotham with jet boots?
I would remind you in certain depictions of Batman and Robin's like single digits.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's do Gangularis first. I can't remember which one is Spike. I think this is the one. I want to pick up
if
Spike
I remember
first.
correctly, Gangularis is Spike, PU is the intercepted transmission, and Kiss Your Ass Goodbye is, of course,
WD-40.
It's WD-40, yeah.
Pretty memorable.
Though I used to think it actually didn't matter, and it was like whichever one you went to first was Spike, and whichever one you went to second was the transmission. But apparently it does matter.
Pew!
I think it was more just the lack of attention span back in the day. Just sort of went in order or something.
Hello, Michael. Michael is joining the voice chat. Sorry, you've been here a bit, but I noticed an Australian accent in the chat.
What, me?
Well, yeah, that.
Me now, mate. But there's two of us.
Vuzel is here as well. Hello. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Howdy ho.
I have to say it because I'm a Quest for Glory fan. Yeah, Havuzel, Doc One, come. Okay, I'm done now.
That was lovely. Thank you very much.
This is a day. Literally just got electricity and internet back about 4 hours ago after a huge storm came through here. So yeah, I woke up to see you guys online. I went, oh fuck yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it's
missed a whole ton of stuff.
It's 2 a.m. Where I am. Okay, did
I could tell by your voice.
Yeah, it's going.
That's actually one thing I always thought was a little weird, was that they basically programmed Gangularis and PU so that you can never do a standard orbit, even after you're not on mission anymore. Like, anytime you come here, no matter where you are in the game, it will not let you orbit either of these planets.
Well, you go to genetics earlier.
You can go by genetics whenever you want. It's just that you can't do anything with it.
I mean, wasn't there a guy that greets you or something?
Yeah. If you go to Clorox 2, if you go to Clorox 2, no, sorry, not Clorox 2. If you go to genetics before you're supposed to, you get the weird bug alien telling you to piss off.
Agate, rather than dung heap. Dung heap is quirk. Sorry, spoilers. Sorry, none of you heard that.
Oh yeah, spoilers. Yeah. I mean, this is a blind playthrough, obviously. Don't ruin the surprise.
Any South African space stands. Hello, here I am.
And here's everyone's favorite cute acidic urinator.
Next to yours truly, of course.
Oh, you haven't met me yet, yeah.
Is that a leisure shirt Larry knows?
Is he biting? Is that his tentacle, or is he biting Roger? Or why is Roger's arm?
His leg.
Oh, it's because it's wrapped around him, so he's losing blood, or his blood is constricting. Okay.
No.
All right, let's just go back, and then I think this is the speed run order of things. You go back in here, and then you see Spike again taking a shit. Or piss, obviously.
The interesting thing is you don't actually see it as long as the trash is still out. You have to have Cliffy clear it up in the first place before you can actually see the hole. You can still fall in it though, which is funny.
Yeah.
He basically just falls right through the trash. You're like, what the heck?
And I'm supposed to face away from the transporter. There you go. I just speed ran the thing.
I was about to say, Trolls, yeah, given the fact that you got to give him antacids, he could be pissing or shitting. So.
Could be anything. He's a lovely little champ, isn't he?
Yep.
Here he goes into the habitube.
Speaking of lovely little champs, how's your one going?
Little Tychus, unfortunately he got like an ear infection and an eye infection at the same time. I don't know how the fuck he managed to do that. But so we had to give him eardrops and eye drops. Poor little fucker was not happy. But other than that, his default mood is usually like cheerful and happy and playful, which is great fun. So he's nothing like his dad, but he is so fucking adorable. Thanks for asking.
Again, nothing like his dad.
Sounds like your boy's an overachiever.
Yeah. Look, he berated me for leaving the trash, and then he said, "Thank you so much for taking care of your critter." Make up your fucking mind. Right, off to PU then.
Also, hello everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy ho.
One thing I will admit to, it took me a stupidly long time to realize what Kizaraz Goodbye was supposed to be. As a kid, I always pronounced it as Kizaraz Gooby, because it just went completely over my head.
Yep.
Mine also called it Kizaraz Gooby. Yes. Well, this is Wirebrain, by the way.
Oh, and this is a great opportunity for me to retract what I said in my Let's Play a few years ago, where I said that the planet Lucasuck was obviously a reference to LucasArts. It actually isn't. It was the name of a Dynamics employee. His last name was actually Lucasuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch.
What?
That's a heck of a last name.
That is a heck of a last
Well, I
name.
mean,
but...
it's a Slavic sounding name, so.
Yep. So
Well, I've heard worse. I've heard so much worse.
Welcome to the conference, Mr. Piss Bitch. I'm so glad you can make it.
Well, I know there's a story floating around. Somebody whose last name was Ingoff needed a name for his new baby son. Somebody suggested Jackson.
Oh, good fucking God. Yeah.
I like it.
Well, all right.
That's one of those names that if you name your child that, you should not be allowed to have children.
Yeah. That's like if your last name is Case and you name your kid Justin. It's like, oh, you piece of shit.
Well, there's this poor child named Jedediah I. Knight, who his parents call him Jed.
No. Oh, I see where that's going. Hello, Maggot.
I've got
Hello,
a guy I
Dundee.
work with whose last name is Crockett, and his middle name is Dave.
Now, I have a question here for anyone who played this as a child. Did you not know who that was as Dungy immediately?
No. It was immediately. Of course. Who else could it be?
Yeah.
But lovely that he has a Dynamics coffee cup and one of those little warmers, those little coffee cup warmers. That's so cute.
Oh, that's nice.
It's Ken Williams.
Of course it is. All right, time to
Always Ken Williams.
20011. Let's rumble with another plot inconsistency, shall we? I think
we go.
maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one where she says something like, "You obviously didn't read the fine print" or something like that. I seem to remember this. Ben Moore, thank you so much.
I swear it must have been shipping and handling. The Space Quest 2 thing.
Yeah, everyone's got their own.
Handling is the best explanation.
Yeah,
but
there's some
Mark,
good pit theories.
Yeah, but Mark has admitted it was just an oversight. He forgot that it said free, and it was Mark usually came up with the plots of the games, and Scott wrote them.
Well, let's keep in mind the company was called the Jipazoid Novelty Company. They're there to rip you off.
Oh yeah, Jip.
This is probably how they make their money.
Which is a joke that I didn't get back in the day.
Yeah.
Love the thing on
like
and
Red Alert
outside of the ship.
No, she didn't say anything about fine print.
Oh well.
You have.
Yeah, even Sierra admitted this was a big fat oops on their part.
Yeah. Porpoise Power says a friend of mine wanted his daughter's middle name to be Danger. The maternal grandparents to be objected, so they told her it would be Rose and made her middle name Danger Rose. Danger Rose. Oh.
Danger Rose.
Oh.
Danger Rose.
No.
Danger Rose.
I'm not
Filmed on location.
Highway to the Danger Rose.
My middle name. It's my aunt's middle name, and my father named me this simply so that she couldn't name either of her daughters this name as their first name. My aunt was unhappy. That's what he says, and it's funny because it's a tradition that sons in my family are named. Their middle name is their father's first name.
I've always wondered about that tradition where it seems very American, the thing about naming your kid the same thing that you're named. I've always wondered about that.
It didn't happen with my dad because his grandfather on his mom's side had just passed away, so...
In the case of my sister's son, her first son, they actually gave him her maiden name as his middle name.
Oh.
Interesting.
There's another thing about American naming conventions. Now, often you'll see like Joseph Williams III. So it's very common for like male children.
Yeah, the first name thing.
Actually,
the
first
name
son.
Thing. But is it? Can you also like have like Jennifer Williams III? Does that work as well?
But it's not
Jennifer Jr. Would
like,
Jennifer Jr. work?
Yes, but it doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
I want one of those to happen.
Especially since the maiden name doesn't usually get carried over.
Exactly.
Now, if you go back many centuries, well, maybe not many.
Okay, my
many,
connection's not good
you
enough
do
to
get
watch, so I'm
you do
gonna
get
jump
like
back
surnames
on
like
Okay, see you, Fletcher. Sorry.
Yeah. Bye, Fletcher.
Why am I
You get
apologizing
names
for the internet connection? Yeah, well,
You get names that end in Dotir, Dotir.
oh yeah.
Yeah, which is
Your daughter of Iceland does that a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
Iceland and Greenland have a lot of those.
I took a Norse language class, which I didn't realize was a language class. I thought it was a history class.
Yeah, there's your first mistake.
And I thought I was going to be learning. I mean, I learned a lot, but I'm very bad at umlauts, apparently.
They'll trip you up. We have 3 extra letters in our alphabet. Have fun.
Spanish
sounds like a death metal song. It's awesome.
Hawaiian only has what? Like, it was 12 or so?
I think so.
Like 12 letters in total?
Yeah.
I have a friend who lives in Hawaii. He could probably tell me the exact answer.
More than 12, but it's much less than 26. Yeah.
It is smaller than 26, and which is interesting.
There's that old Star Trek fight music.
Yep. I love this music.
This is blatant. It's not an exact copy.
Roger, you asshole! I think is the sequence
do it again.
Is the sequence
I think you have to.
now?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was too close.
You have to do it again.
Oh, you piece of shit, Roger.
Roger, you fool! You
walk
need
all the way
to.
to the bottom and then get it to pull you back up again.
Here we go again on a.
And this is the fun aspect of the old said classics, is you don't know what's going to take you to the next screen and what's going to take you on top.
Yeah.
I remember playing this on 5 1/4 inch floppies, and every time we went to a new screen, we waited like 2 or 3 minutes for the next screen to load, with this music going in the background, so you just shit in your pants. So, yeah.
I would like to ask you, Jabbers, because you're the only person in here I can be reasonably certain from tone of voice is a woman. Is that brief shot of what appears to be WD-40's, as Bender would put it, shiny metal ass, is that gratuitous?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. I wanted to be nice, but it is. And the fact that her assets are about...
Oh yeah, the cryo guns at the end. Oh god.
Not just that, but the domes themselves are almost perfect cylinders. Looks like you could take your eye out with one of those.
Yeah,
that's awkward. That's weird. But I think
let's be honest.
Let's
be honest. Those things are fake.
Let's be honest. Male.
There's more silicon than anything else.
It was probably built by a male scientist team.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The irony, but I think what's the only real uncomfortable bit is the banana bit. I know it's weird. It would be funny if you did it to the Arnoid, but for some reason it's a little uncomfortable when you're doing it to WD-40. I don't know why the double standard. I don't know.
It's
Even when you know it's a reference to the potato in the exhaust pipe more than anything else.
I think it's also because she has a very beautifully sculpted butt and he doesn't.
Yeah, but you're putting it in her jetpack.
You see it goes into the jetpack. If it was lower, I would agree with you that
it's just the jetpack. Oh, I have been misled. Sorry.
Opposed to other euphemisms for exhaust pipe.
Well, I mean, there are some lines that are very dangerously close to being crossed, but no, he does not stick the banana up her ass. It is the jetpack.
It's a banana up the tailpipe.
Yeah,
which was from Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, Dr. Psychobabble in the chat just said that. Yeah.
It's a good reference, and I agree. If his hand had not obviously gone halfway up her back into the exhaust area of the jetpack, I would agree with you that is excessive.
Yeah.
That would have been weird. But I guess
malfunction.
Love those. They're ridiculous, but I love them.
Now the
not gonna lie.
Sorry.
No, after you.
No.
After you.
I was just gonna say the nitrogen shooting boobies. Mark Crow actually said that was one of the things that got him slightly in trouble because Dynamics in Eugene, Oregon was slightly more conservative than what he was used to in Oakhurst, California, and some of the particularly female staffs on the in the artist department at Dynamics were like, "We're not drawing that, Mark."
Yeah.
Just don't.
I can understand.
Why are they copying the Leisure Suit Larry 5, you know?
Yeah, well,
which is the boob cannon.
That was developed in Oakhurst, so they
I can understand that.
A lot more hot tubs in that one.
Yes.
I love that we always, no matter how advanced computer games get, there will always be Pong jokes whenever they can get away with it. I love that fact.
Yeah.
Man.
There's a lot of classic game jokes in this. Like you said, they played Missile Command and Asteroids in the Academy is the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Probably in the future, if we actually are out in the reaches of space, there probably still will be people sitting at their desk playing Missile Command.
Yeah.
Just until time.
That man is playing Galaga. He thought we wouldn't notice,
but we did.
Also, the amount of animation effort they went into for having this little pad here appear like it's actually going up. Like, normally you would just take the same sprite and just move it up, but they actually animated it so the perspective changes as it goes up.
Ow.
Tiny little... I mean, dynamics were just a cut beyond what other people were doing, animation department-wise back in the day. They knew their shit. Like, Willy Beamish is much maligned for being one of the most impossible kit adventure games ever, but man, doesn't it look fantastic. Okay, honest question. Does anyone know how this fucking thing works?
If I remember correctly,
you headbutt the mouse until things open.
Yeah.
Top left, bottom. Okay, well, you're too late now. The way I always got it was top left, bottom right, top right, bottom left, and then the panels. Yeah, and switch those two panels again, then pull the top right. No, okay, turn them a second time. There we go. They got to line up. There you go.
I don't know if there's. I think you're meant to brute force it. I don't know if there's actually a method to that.
From what I remember, is it's turn the left, top left, bottom right, top right, bottom left, and possibly open top left and the bottom right, and then turn.
Guys, don't look at explosions.
With his legs, yes.
Nice. His mouth looks wide open as well.
The face on the sprite there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so good.
Yeah, that's the real event of Hurts So Good.
Roger should be walking funny for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and his voice should be like an octave higher.
Hello, Captain Kirk. How can I help you?
I know Kung Fu, and several other Chinese words.
Yeah.
Funny.
Sorry, wrong game.
My
It's such an old joke.
Okay, we're done.
Would that fall under the modern definition of dad joke, the whole I know several Chinese words thing?
I think so, but as a kid I laughed, so free pass.
I'd be more going towards anything that gets kind of punish or that kind of gotcha is very much in dad joke territory.
Hi, Mike.
Okay. Hey yo.
How's it going? It is 2:30 in the morning here.
Time to go to the dentist. 2:30.
That's the dad joke right there.
Yeah, that's definitely a dad joke.
Oh, Hexus says,
hey,
"Can we pull the
it's
fuse
fine
at
if
some
you're
point?"
even a minute late on that, because it'd be 2:31.
Is that? I'm sorry, I don't get it.
My mother was
Okay.
always
Tooth hurty.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. This is the real reason people want you to play Quest for Glory, not because you don't like RPGs. They want you to go through all the puns.
No, I am. You're not selling QFG very well.
Oh, I'm not trying to. I'm giving you the reason why everyone wants you to suffer through that series because of the puns.
Give it half a decade. He just did the King's Quest. That seemed painful enough for the fella.
Most hilarious thing about the Quest for Glory games, honestly, though, in recent terms, though, the new game that the Coles put out, Hero U, Josh Mandel was responsible for a lot of the flavor writing.
Yeah.
And they just told him to go nuts on the puns, and he did, to the point where when the game finally came out, even the Coles, who are big fans of puns, said, I think we let Josh go a little too far.
Sounds absolutely ponderful.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they have a channel called the Punitentiary on their Discord. I'm just saying.
Nice.
I have a role on my Discord that's the pun jail. If you do too many stupid puns, you end in pun jail. My friend Kevin is in it right now. I will not hesitate to throw you in there as well, Jabbers.
Are we good?
The answer to that one is that it's filled with punji sticks.
There's room for 3.
And yes, Coco, and his Castle of Dr. Brain is puntastic.
Oh, God.
So many puns on that one.
Also,
I don't
Roger
know what's
drinks
in a
alcohol.
Green Goblin, but I would like one.
Oh, yeah, it looks fantastic. I wonder
I
how they
bet
got
you
away
Drink
with
alcohol in the beginning.
Yeah, I wonder how... Does he drink alcohol?
HH, got to drink beers to find out Sector HH.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm sorry.
To anyone who actually does drink funky cocktails, I know the Fuzzy Nostril is an actual drink. Is the Green Goblin an actual drink too?
It's not a nostril,
should
but
be.
yes. The Green Goblin, I don't know.
The sales
I know
piece, by
the
the way,
Fuzzy
was
Nostril.
modeled after Al Lowe.
Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
That was a hell of a
I've had
walk
a
song,
fun-
too.
There's a fluffy duck cocktail.
And yes, it's supposed to be a fuzzy nail.
In his arm, like big stuff. It's
Okay, Quirk, we
Fuzzy
need to act it
navel?
like you have a giant bar in your back and you need to get it out.
Yes.
Oh, fucking battle cruiser.
And yes. Oh.
Hey, there's a sound bite they're using in the background. It's kind of noise.
Yeah, the woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that a billion times. They use it for everything.
It's actually in the SC55's standard drum kit. There's a woo sound in the General Meaty
I always thought it was a
standard drum
dog,
kit.
but you know.
I'm
it's
not doing
supposed to
this.
be,
Fuck this. Fuck you, Quark. I'm above battle cruiser. I don't have to battle cruiser.
As long as you're not a points perfectionist, which unfortunately
Oh, no.
I am, I'd say skip battle cruiser too.
Oh, screw it.
You
We'll
basically
be,
have to save. You basically have to save scum it to win, or get really lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I've seen someone get pretty darn close to perfect.
Okay, Trolls, can I ask a brief request here?
Of course.
In a moment, you'll be able to get into the brig.
Yeah.
And just walk in first. And then they'll say a little line of dialogue, like, you'll see what I mean.
Put the mic in.
Oh, before Cliffy. No, wait. It's too late
Before
for that.
you use
Look at
the...
Oh,
use
right.
mic keys, yeah.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
But on the bar, for one rotation, it was on the bar in front if it was on the bar, but behind the lava lamp. You could just see the bottom track of it. For one rotation.
This is one where they go, okay, I turned off the force field, go ahead. Yeah, and then you go in.
Okay, I turned
what
it
a
off.
dweeb.
Can't believe he fell for the old shut the power off gag.
Oh, can you die from this?
I think you may be able to die from this, so I wouldn't do it too much.
Nah,
without saving at least.
But you could give yourself a heck of a
Right there.
concussion.
First rotation where it goes to the left. It
goes
thinks the first rotation when you first come on the screen. Go back to the jail and come back. You'll see it.
We'll come back when we get through the teleporter. I love that Drool puts his drink on his head. It's just,
Yeah, his mouth is
Joel's
thing on
having
the
a
top
good
of his head.
time.
Is it? I always thought he just did that because, it's...
Well, that's what I think, because he's got those vibrating membranes that seem to be his voice, but there's no actual mouth there. So I figure that thing that's on the top of his head is where he actually ingests food.
Oh, that's where he drinks? No, because I just thought that he was done with his drink and he was being like the fun little drunk frat boy and just putting his empty drink on top of his head for a gag.
It runs in front when it goes to the left. It runs on the track of the bar.
I missed it.
Behind
Okay,
the bottom of the lava lamp.
I'm gonna do it again.
I saw it.
Hang on.
This is just like in Space Quest 1 with that weird stuff we saw there.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, all right.
That's weird. Just for the left-going direction.
What? Just
as
a
long
little
as it's going to the
pixel.
right. It's
Well,
fine.
I mean, he's serving the people behind the lava lamp, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's the
But yeah,
thing.
why is he
When
only
it-
good once?
Now watch, right
Yeah.
here. Now
Apparently-
it goes in the other direction, and then it disappears
And
behind
it disappears.
the lava lamp.
Mm.
Then it comes around. So it's just that left-going direction that it screws up, and it goes behind the lava lamp graphic.
You put the
all.
monkeys in the drink.
It's the first
And
time
you
I've
shake
noticed.
it all
Drunk
around.
snake monkeys.
I mean, Roger, do we
Oh, yeah.
really want to
Drinks
know
make them
how much
lose their
money-
inhibition.
Who's the moron who let all the dang space monkeys loose? They look so happy.
I
Yes.
find these guys very cute. Much cuter than the brine shrimp we call sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys.
And let's have an ad.
Yeah.
Actually, at the science center downtown, there's this it's just a glass sphere with
We will get
brine
to beat
shrimp.
somebody up. That comment has not aged well. Maybe we'll get to beat
No.
No.
But long story short, it's completely self-contained. You can't open it without breaking the glass, and it's been around for years. The shrimp fuel the plants fuel the shrimp. It produces its own oxygen and nitrogen. It's crazy.
These are the worst prog rock lyrics I've ever heard.
It's that's called aquaponics. I've got a few
Here
set
comes
up here with
Spike.
like fish tanks. They feed
Acidic pee.
If you look at the debug during this part, the game is doing a lot.
Man,
I
Sierra
wanna
could
know-
have sold Spike pets, like little
What
Spike
I wanna
plush
know is
toys.
Little Spike
how
plushies,
Cliffy
yeah.
gets out of those bars without singeing anything on the residue acid.
Yes.
Look at him go!
I think those are a Battlestar Galactica reference, but I'm not sure.
One of the artists said that it was just random get-up from the costume department that did, what was that game? Betrayal at Krondor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just random got from stuff that was motion captured for Betrayal at Krondor.
Okay.
Boom!
Yes, that if anybody else is in that drink, they're dead.
Oh yeah, everyone was on the yeah, if there were any.
I think it.
But
It's
also,
a little sad.
Even if there wasn't, Roger so totally has way more of a bill than he does with the Gipazoid Novelty Company now.
yeah, I was just gonna say he just
think how
blew
much
up.
money that.
He blew up everyone's favorite drinking establishment. That's like. That's like if you're like a police cadet and you suddenly blow up the cop bar. Like no.
Honestly, that should have
Not to mention Federation.
We should have been in Police Quest.
Yeah.
That's honestly what should have busted him back down to janitor second class more than anything.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have had to screw up which ship was saved. They wouldn't have said, "You blew up the space bar, Wilco. If we don't bust you somehow, they're going to come after our heads."
Yeah.
You're going back to janitor second class, and be dang lucky we're not stringing you up outside the Academy headquarters.
Yeah.
I do think it's a little sad that apparently the space monkeys can survive the vacuum of space, kind of like water bears, but then they get hit by a windshield. Like,
Yeah, the car
Miss Fowler, I too want a Spike plushie.
Moral
I would
recordings?
like one.
No. The space bar blowing up is not part of the charges laid out in Space Quest 6. However, consorting with a female of higher rank is, which is
She's
just,
not
What kind of
technically a
what?
rank. She's an ambassador. She's not a military rank.
she's
so-
not even a
Yes.
But the Space Quest 6 intro gets so many things, like so many simple
Yeah,
things
it gets
dead
all that
wrong.
wrong ship.
Yeah.
Maybe the Federation was taken over by the Amish or something, so they're just like, okay, consorting with women and drinking booze. Drinking booze, whatever.
Or it could just
Yeah.
be that same gerbil causing more mayhem and destruction in the official records.
We can't have that English.
He survived. Yeah. Space Gerbil survived
I like-
getting electrocuted in the scat computer, and now he's frying all of Roger's records.
I like this idea of not like even better that here gerbils are adorable, they're pets. In Space Quest they're pets. Like gosh darn gerbils got in again. Where's our
The-
annoying robot cat?
Hang on. I thought. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, I was supposed to hail ship. Then you get Captain Korg. I was just wondering why the fuck didn't I get Korg on the horn? Why did I get the waiting music? That's because I called Starcon and not Korg. Screw you, Korg. I don't need you.
Yeah, it's only
Nobody
good for a
likes
little bit of flavor
Korg.
tech.
Yeah.
The only reason to do that, even beyond points, is that he says he's in the middle of a shuttle retrieval operation.
Yeah.
So once you see everything that happens on Clorox 2, you know what's coming if you got that scene. You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Time
So
to put
that's
Spike
all it's
away.
good.
Yeah, I gotta put Spike away.
Put
Oh,
Spike
and
in, back in
WD-40's
his
up and
home.
moving. WD-40's up and moving.
Spike, be good.
Oh shit! I thought the stream was
Take your
glitching.
two.
It turns out that little whatever the hell he was doing there is just this little. I'm supposed to click the walk icon. Come on. Energize.
Energize.
I'm surprised. I thought it made you go back and put the lid down.
Oh,
no,
it didn't.
it's polite to do that, but not necessary to put the lid down.
But you do need to do it the first time, because if you
Yeah.
don't put the lid down the first time, he always
jumps out,
escapes.
yes.
I guess after that he escapes, but
Luke, time to come home. Luke.
No.
And yes,
I want to go to
If you look
Toshi
at it-
Station, pick up power converter. Shut up, Dad. Or Uncle, whatever the hell you are.
Uncle Owen.
Uncle Owen and Brew.
Uncle Owen?
Here we
Oh,
go.
Uncle
You can
Owen?
play with your
Yeah.
friends afterwards.
That's not what it sounds like. He's off to do some shopping. It's just like you can play with your friends. But what? No. As mysterious shadow quickly moves from your view.
Completely random thing here. I just found a Care Bear in a box of computer cables.
That is random.
Harry.
Hi, I'm
Oh,
just
no,
gonna look
here
at
he
you
comes.
punch my lights out.
Get out of here.
be saved.
Mr. Burns.
Hey.
Look at our Discord. Greg Orange just posted a picture of our plushie.
Hang on, I'm in the middle of something.
Let him focus. Let him focus.
Oh, that was quick. That was close.
That was terrifying. Ah.
There we go. It's because the music is so
Here,
loud
here.
I can't hear the digital sound effects.
Your
Yeah.
murderous
Tap, tap.
lobster boy friend has, well, boy, comma friend. Sorry.
My
I don't
hetero
know,
life
I mean-
mate.
I
Maybe.
don't know. I mean, the voice vibrating membranes are kind of hot. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
correct.
but
I mean,
but
you
I don't
can't.
know if Beatrice is open to that kind of relationship with the three of them.
Where was all this stuff when we were doing slash fix earlier?
You didn't say
Well,
we could use.
what?
You didn't
Oh,
say we
hang on.
could use Space Quest 5.
No, you obviously.
Exactly.
Ants Brew or Iron Brew? Thanks to Dinoleum.
Yay.
What was the code again? 80869. All right.
Nice.
There's a
I've
bunch of
been
69
programmed.
in this game,
I
like
can't, I
the
can't stop.
baseball code.
No.
I like that the
I guess
guy's
you didn't
name
know
is
Roger
Harry
was a-
Carey. His name is Harry Carey, but it's spelled differently from the baseball commentator. I like that. I don't know if it's deliberate or not, but
Oh, I thought it was just you
Oh, I
guys
missed
just
most
like
of
like
this
that it
Euro City.
rhymed.
Wow,
Because I know some.
135. Good question.
I've
I
always
mean,
wondered
that's-
how this makes any sense. Like you go around here. Is that because he like climbs up on top of the ridge and then goes over? It's weird.
Yeah, that's somehow
Maybe
it's a
4166.
secret path, but it doesn't actually say that you took a secret path, other than it's.
Hang
We'll
on.
need the screen first.
Yeah. God damn
Roger got really old really quick.
it.
You know, having kids come from the future come and drag you through time ages you.
He hasn't had any kids yet because Beatrice.
Wait, can I
no,
actually
the
close
kid came and
how
dragged
does
him through time. That's the thing that aged him.
There we go. Sorry,
Falling
buddy.
through a big ass hole would do that too. So.
Maybe it's the door. I do know it will force you to close it if you leave in some way. So maybe it's just leaving by the door rather than leaving by the transporter.
I feel bad. Somebody asked
could
me
be.
my opinion on WD-40's shiny metal ass, and I feel bad because they asked me, is this over the line or something? And my first thought when Roger passed her was, Maybe we should smack that.
Well, I think you just lost all arbiter privileges right there.
Yeah. No, because like as I was thinking, would it make a clang?
You know what? That's not gonna hold up on his sexual harassment trial. I just wanted to see if it made a clang.
That's a good question though. In the future, if we actually have mechanical androids or gynoids, would it be considered
Today's
sexual
special
harassment
burger with buns.
slap
$9.95.
an android's
And
butt?
it be considered sexual harassment if they do not contain any sexual organs to be
Now we're
harassed.
back
with.
to the
If
slash.
they're not
thing.
programmed to be fully functional like Data. Is it technically sexual harassment? That's a good question.
In multiple techniques.
If you technically think about it, she could bitch slap his face off too if he did that to her.
That's
yeah.
true. Like
a
with
minute.
most
Did
people,
it-
you will get a chewing out. With WD-40, you'll be vaporized.
Did it actually say in her text box? Did it actually say W-D40?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Did they actually?
It was
misspell that?
WD-40, and I always thought as a kid, I didn't know about the whole car, the car oil reference. So I thought it was Woman Droid 40.
The running joke is if it moves and shouldn't, duct tape. If it shouldn't move and should, WD-40. That's the running joke.
Yep.
Anyone done any SQ
Universal
cosplay? I haven't personally. I've not done SQ cosplay. Someone said earlier that they've seen someone cosplay as Roger Wilco at a convention. So.
Well, I salute that cosplayer.
Oh yeah.
I think Zeke dressed up as Roger once.
Oh yeah, he did. He did for the SQ2 VGA trailer, and a couple of like behind the scenes kind of things.
He looked pretty good as Roger.
Also, it's worth noting in the chat, Big Harry Marty says, Cork may be a obnoxious jerk, but I genuinely feel sorry for him. I'm not sure I feel sorry for him, but what I think is really weird is that the people who are actually responsible for the whole thing never get brought to justice. We never see Maggot ever again. The Sludge Bandits can technically just they can just keep on dumping their toxic shit everywhere they want. But Cork is the bad guy.
They got away scot-free in the end and never comes back.
Question is whether or not how many of them died in the scuttling of the genetics facility. That's the question. Because only the one habitat persists and has that whole Code 999 shutdown, which we have no idea who entered that.
But isn't it also implied that the escape pods left the station?
Yeah.
I think there's something about that.
No, it's a question of. It's an open-ended question. I like to think if the series had gone to like 8 or 9, maybe they'd actually go back to that thread. Maybe. That's a big maybe, though.
I think that they originally the idea was we're going to do it for 6, and then the entire group got shuttled, and then we have a new group working on 6.
Oh, fuck the mask! Yeah, you're
did.
Right.
You did.
Shit, for some reason I was just distracted by the robot ass.
Just right before there, but
4 out of 5 doctors agree that beaming into a toxic atmosphere without the proper equipment can be hazardous to your health.
That's
I want to know what
somebody
this
who's
doctor
really
said.
trying to be nice.
Ideas, you
I
can
wanna
also
know what
ask
the
WD-40
doctor
from the
said.
console.
Ooh,
And she'll tell
look
you
at all
that
this
it's not
money.
safe.
But you'll be too distracted by that sweet robot ass to actually listen.
And for your question, go on.
No, I was just gonna say the only woman in voice chat was brought up the ass slapping, so now it's fair game.
Yes, it is. Although I don't think I'm the only one. Are you sure?
I was the one who asked if it was gratuitous when she kind of had that cheesecake shot from close up and kiss her eyes goodbye. And she said, yeah, I kind of think it is.
I think you're the only woman present now. We had Pixie in earlier.
Pixie was here.
Yeah. Pixie is an absolute filth purveyor.
Pixie would not have a problem with it.
She would not have a problem
That's
with
the
any of
best
this.
stuff in the vortex.
Oh yeah. Her
Pixie
favorite
would
channel
make it
is the
work.
Vortex.
red.
It looked really painful. Let's do that again.
We didn't even have to sign music for it.
The voices, you're either a masochist or a moron. The music sting is just absolutely horrifying.
I'm sorry, I protest. The possibility of "and" is not brought up.
Right.
And for Roger, I'm pretty sure it is.
That music sting makes it sound like a Laura Bow death.
Yeah, it kind of does. It actually makes me think of the game Clock Tower. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it.
Yeah.
Ow.
I love Clock Tower.
Okay.
So nice to see you, B.
Young love.
I want to say, the sequence here is relatively superfluous. But I do like Drakus's look.
Today.
Brainiac, you're absolutely right. This sequence is a little weird, but I guess it's just to inject a little action into it, and also to, fuck you over, because if you didn't pick stuff up, you're screwed.
You could have the lines flushed away where it's like, there are so many places I want to go, so many sites I want to see.
Communicator.
Oh, communicator. Sorry. Yeah, right. I was just waiting for the vine to drop. I was like, come on. Hang on for a minute. How is he hanging on by a single hand? Look at that claw hand.
Obviously, that training seminar at Oakhurst included a lot of arm day.
Oh, yeah.
He's got weirdly strong arms considering both Space Quest 2 and Space Quest 3. He can just hang on there, man.
Yeah.
Requires a lot of work slinging a mop. I'm just saying.
Also, when did she get nicked by the puke? It's not now.
Before, you missed it.
So they showed it before you gained control.
It was when they were
on mind, which she's still holding from your pants. You see her get hit and go, And
we find out that Roger is a boxers guy.
I just thought she was like, oh shit, fuck, I'm falling, kind of thing.
No.
Oh well.
They do show it. They did close that plot hole. They were careful at that part of it.
Well,
also, I find it interesting the crew of the Goliath have a large supply of Super Soaker squirt guns.
We like to have fun here on the Goliath.
I mean, they could just have a 3D printer on board.
Oh, that's true.
Or they reconfigured their normal weapons.
Okay, I'm gonna save here because it's so easy to fuck this up. Oh, when you get her back out, that's even worse. All right.
I do like
Drop me in the freezer.
I love that the directions only specifically include freezing and defrosting ambassadors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just ambassadors.
Yes. This thing.
If she was a Commodore, she would be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, you gotta.
Ambassador and not Wankmeister. That would be even worse.
Okay, let's have a look.
I would expect the ambassador on a garbage scow.
Hot dogs, coffee, freeze ambassador, cheeseburger, fudgicle, rump roast, hot chocolate, hamster, Orad giblets. There's more Orad, and ambassador defrost.
Hamster. Now that's a Maniac Mansion reference.
Don't get why it's hamster.
It's actually pre-Maniac Mansion, surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
Is this?
I do like how if you keep looking back on B over time, her face does slowly start to. It can get pretty bad by the end.
It gets rough.
Oh yeah, it gets a little.
It's the little touches. It's the little touches that make this game as good as it is, regardless of backs up to the rest.
Oh yeah, this is. I mean, it's a quality game from start to finish. The only inconsistency there is, or the only reason I have to be. To say the horrible things I do say about it is because it's
shields up.
Yeah, shields up. I'm in the middle of a soliloquy here. No, it's simply because of the tonal shift between the two. Let's just say never mind. Let's just see what they want. They probably just want to come in for a coffee and a handshake. Hi guys.
What?
They shot at us. No shit. Alright, evasive action. Yes, let's risk certain death. Off you scoot. This shot is a bit weird.
Yeah, it's like space moving around the Goliath.
Yeah, I mean, I see what they did there, but...
His mirrors to Goliath look like a Star Destroyer too.
Well, that was probably deliberate.
Speaking of pustules, Quirk, you've never looked better.
That's one voice role in a fan dub that'll be interesting. How do you voice Quirk after his face turns into that?
Well, first you're gonna need a lot of jelly beans.
You give him a terrible lisp.
Oh, the fucking Cliffy rescue. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great, isn't it?
Oh god.
I've
on,
actually
man,
got
save
this
the
down.
engineers.
Watch your cycles.
Yeah. I'll be fine. It's at 8,500 cycles. We'll be fine. I think. Maybe. We'll see.
I've actually gotten this the timing fairly well down on this. The only problem for me whenever I do this part of the game is getting it positioned just right for the claw. Getting to Cliffy and getting back to the ship.
Yeah, it's such a
the
pain
claw
in the
is
ass.
always a pain.
The first issue I had was figure out the controls.
The controls don't help, but once you get those sorted, actually lining up the fucking claw, because it will only lock on if you're like pixel perfect, chest adjacent. Cliffy rescue. Okay, I'm gonna delete this save game. Can you tell my voice is going? Fun.
That would be lovely, but we just don't have the equipment.
Okay,
Which is
someone
not all of us.
someone in the chat said, "Can you pull that fuse?" And I know exactly the fuse you're talking about. Let's just do it. I think it's this one. Could be that one over
That's
there.
the leftmost one.
I think it's this one. Nope, that's not it.
Left hand.
It's this one. No. All right.
Left hand.
Let's
Top left.
top left.
Yeah.
All right. Get back in there, you fucker. Get back in there,
You
you
do that on
fucker.
top right.
Get back in there. All right.
Oh god.
What's the bottom?
We
Looks like I
deactivated
need a
life
stem of
support.
it.
Oh well. So it was probably the other one.
Oh, it saves you putting the other fuse back in now.
Well, yeah. That's the
top
one.
right, Yeah.
That is gorgeous, isn't
And
it?
if you do this with the EJ 640 driver, it just gets more low res.
Wait, what's it say on the board?
It says something like the EGA, VGA, the techno babbly kind of thing. All right, let's go rescue Cliffy.
Boom, GA.
Look at the chart. Yeah, I could, but I also kind of want to get done with the game.
Yeah, come on, guy needs to sleep.
It's 3 a.m. VGA,
And we've
EGA,
still got
interlock.
all of Space Quest 6.
Yep.
Which
Oh,
I'm
then you got all the
afraid
fan
I'm gonna
games to do,
duck out
right?
for.
No,
I haven't,
I'm not
I
doing
didn't
the
actually, I don't wanna
no
be
incineration.
spoiled, so I gotta duck out when we start 6.
All right.
As terrible as I hear 6 is, I don't want it to be spoiled like this.
Oh, 6 is not that terrible. It's just a little, it came out a little sideways.
Did we put oxygen in? We did.
Savey gamey. Cliffy rescuey. We'll be good. Come on.
And my personal rule with this one is don't believe the viewport. It's all about the radar.
It's all about the radar, absolutely. God damn it. Come here. Wasted a bit of time on that one.
Yeah, keep going forward.
Yeah, here we go. Almost there.
Stop. Yeah, and then open the claw so that we can see that it's targeting.
Oh, he doesn't do that until I open the... Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, now spin it. A little more power on the left. It should start locking on soon.
I missed it.
Oh god.
Oh, you little turd. Come on.
Okay, spin them right.
I'm just
I
gonna
think we have
back
to
up
open
a
the
bit.
claw too. Yeah,
Really?
fuel.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, now spin left and right until it locks. Yeah, stop going forward.
Target in
Yeah,
range. There you go. Let's see if we can make it back. Oh,
Yeah,
not like
we're very
that.
low on fuel.
Oh no.
Let's see if we can do it.
Yay! No.
Yeah, we did it!
Oh, yeah,
Holy shit! That was a close call.
Cabin.
Is there any major arcade sequence other than Stooge Fighter in 6 that might give you fits?
Nope.
So yeah, you other than Nukem Duke Robots, you've basically gotten through everything, but we still got the maze.
Yeah, and
One
part
thing-
of me wonders is I got pretty close back when I was actually playing for the first time, actually beating Stooge Fighter without the cheat sheet.
It will not let you do it. There is absolutely no way.
Yeah, you can get damn close, but
pixel of health on the opposing fighter until you lose. I think you can't get a final kill shot in.
Mm.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder what would actually happen if you were successful in winning Stooge Fighter without cheats.
I bet if we could track, the health value of Roger's character, like an editor or something, we might be able to lock his damage value so that he can never go down and see what happens. But I'm pretty sure it'll just let Jerkwad continuously have a sliver of health left no matter what you do. I'm betting.
Yes, it was a Simpsons though, and Fox never sued. It's kind of impressive.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, we're supposed to go to genetics now. What was it? 41666.
Yeah.
Off you scoot.
As a person with genetics training, I would just like to say that our labs do not look like this.
They're a lot less impressive.
Well, they look much cooler, or what?
Yeah.
They're nowhere near this cool.
Well, that's because
having a proximity for a dumpster isn't that unfair, but they usually have specific waste, like general waste goes here, biological waste goes here, Sharps container is here, so everything is very delineated.
People from the internet go here.
Sharps containers for, needles and stuff like that.
Needles.
I thought you said shark container like it's a fucking Bond-villain.
I mean, with some research, there might be a benefit to shark containers.
That's a secret. Shh, don't talk about that.
Let's not talk about the giant formaldehyde tank with a shark in it.
Well, I mean, sharks don't get cancer, at least not commonly. So if you could find out how to isolate that gene.
Yeah. There is biological research into almost any animal on the planet that has any
naked mole rats would be a better option since they're mammals and also don't get cancer.
Oh, now I can't tell if formaldehyde shark tank or if what you just said should be the title of my next prog rock album.
Naked mole rat.
Yeah, naked mole rat is also a very good title.
Careful, you might get in trouble with whoever still cares at the Disney Channel. You just can't put a rap song in there.
Isn't Kim Possible getting a live action remake or something? I heard recently?
It already did. It was just so bad nobody remembers it. Oh no!
And it's time to quote The Fly. Here's my question: Is this quoting the original film or Cronenberg more? I say the original film.
The original, definitely the original.
I've heard some people argue it's Cronenberg. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Nah, the original just had the guy in a mask come out of the teleporter.
Yeah, he had the fly head and.
Uh-oh.
I forgot about that.
Taste as good as you crunch. Okay, so
the thing is, I saw the
as well.
There you go. Come on, you piece of shit.
I saw the Simpsons spoof on The Fly, and that was enough. I decided teleporter accidents are terrifying. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I keep missing the.
Hang on, I didn't know you could do that. Oh,
there you go.
Nope. Yep. Hello.
I've never seen that before. Like you can get the frog to appear but not actually do anything.
I thought it was either ate you or it triggered the communicator. I didn't know there was a third option.
Yeah, me neither.
This is new to me.
Interesting. We learned something new.
Yay!
That's the thing with these guys. 2021, we're still finding things.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty darn cool.
The 80s Fly was ghost written by Mel Brooks. Porpoise Power says, I don't know if that's true. He did produce it. It is released by Brooks Films. I think he was just the executive producer. I don't think he actually wrote it.
There's a lot of stuff that Mel Brooks has been in a production role, and he keeps it quiet because he knows if his name's attached to something, there's a very specific window people expect it to be in.
Right. Like he did the remake of the Elephant
play
Man.
God, so you don't
He
have
did
to.
the remake of the Elephant Man with Anthony Hopkins, and he left his name off the project because he said, if I put my name on this, people are going to think it's a comedy.
Exactly.
No, we have to use the camera.
Where the hell is the camera? Is that systems? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to crawl over systems and then over the third one. There you go, security.
Flea or a fly, because a fly can fly and a flea can flee, but a fly can flee, but a flea can't fly. What good is a flea or a fly?
It is way too late for that kind of shit. There we go.
And there's B-Man.
And there's your friends.
I'm really gonna bug him about this for a long time. Oh, Roger.
One thing that it took me a while to find out was that if you don't actually call Flo, they still beam in. You try and land on Cliffy, and Cliffy just splats you on his face. It took me a long time to find that.
And I've done that so many times because the fucking frog thing just kept eating me instead of, actually landing on the... So I was just like, fuck you, I'm just gonna go in the lab and just get, Cliffy back, and nope. Yeah, off you scoot.
But given that we know they used a fair bit of early motion capture and motion action for kind of rotoscoping these characters.
Yeah.
Did someone actually portray WD-40?
Sorry, what?
Someone actually portrayed WD-40 for her, rotoscoping animations.
Maybe?
That jump pose was really weird, and I'm like, assume they had someone pose on, standing on one foot, posing like they were flying or something.
Probably.
That's why it looks so weird.
Cliffy's animation is... for some reason, because this game also has the scaling of the sprites, especially the feet just really suffer, and Cliffy's feet always look like these huge blocks, while Roger's feet look like these little tiny slivers.
I think it's a little interesting. Roger's got tiny feet. He's got swaying hips. Part of me wonders who they got to do the posing.
Well, for Roger, it was artist Sean Murphy, I think.
Then artist Sean Murphy's got little feet and swaying hips.
And the nameplate does have the hyphen before the D.
Do we need to specify Sean Murphy, no relation?
Yes, we actually do.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Yes.
Sometimes I fuck this puzzle up by misremembering which, if it's like an inverse cross or if it is a cross. I believe it is a cross. Although
I always remember it as a 5 on a dice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how I remember it.
Because we need to block 4 points, so we need to cut 5 holes.
Although, if I remember correctly, this is one of the few puzzles where you can screw something up permanently by clicking the wrong holes, and it'll still let you redo it.
It'll let you redo it 3 times, I think, and then it says, "All right, you've fucked yourself."
At that point, it's like, well, you obviously didn't pay attention, so screw you. We're still gonna mess with you. We've only got so much patience.
Exactly.
That puzzle always used to crash my computer. My 486.
Okay. Here's a throwback, I think, to the hole in Space Quest 1.
If I remember correctly, the one above it is a Labian Terror Beast, supposedly.
Oh yeah, the other one you can open is a Labian Terror Beast. Or something similar to that. So I think, I'm not sure, it's just my personal interpretation is that the bottom one is a reference to the hole in Space Quest 1, and the top one is a reference to the Labian Terror Beast in Space Quest 2.
Makes sense to me.
Have you never seen those, Jabbers? Those are fun.
That head
animation is
falls
a bit gory,
off of his body.
That's kind of making P-value in the modern ESRB rating right there.
See, there's this line in the computer about what happens to the mice after they're exposed to the...
Yeah, it's so creepy.
Actually, it's the line before it that I think that I'm referencing, because it mentions like rude rodent dudes with attitude or something, and that is the funniest thing. Because back in the day, in like the 90s, every kid's cartoon was about talking animals with attitude.
Yeah, biker mice from Mars.
I am definitely getting a biker mice from Mars kind of level.
Yeah, biker mice from Mars, and there was others too in a similar vein. There was Cowboys of Blue Mesa.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Street Sharks.
I love the genetics accountants are so uptight they have to register bribe as what it is.
There was SWAT cats. There was one about dogs, I think.
There's one about dinosaurs.
Extreme dinosaurs.
And people wonder why there are so many furries today.
Extreme dinosaurs.
It was literally.
How much more extreme can dinosaurs be? I mean, they're huge. They have teeth. Some of them are really like scaly and shit. How much more extreme can they be? What are they?
90s.
Leather suits and have them
Jurassic
listen
World
to
tried
punk
to
rock?
answer that question.
In a word, cyborgs.
Oh, good.
Who doesn't love
Perfect.
cyborg
That's what we needed.
dinosaurs?
Yes.
And snarky dialogue.
Hey, we're getting close to the end here.
Yeah, we did it. Here comes a part that feels like a little forced, but it is still fun.
It is super forced,
It's
and
so fun.
it's just where were you at all the scientific conventions when people were trying to sort this shit out? It's nowhere. Just fuck it.
I like to imagine that well, clearly this proves he's not only intelligent,
Love the
but
romances.
super amazing intelligent. Since he figured out
makes
something.
it very clear this is a Lassie joke.
Someone fell down a well?
Also, big question,
Mills
of
on
course,
fire.
is that at the end of the game, we're sort of going, okay, problem solved, but we just beamed an intelligent bit of goo into space, and then we, I mean, of course, the whole...
Save.
Yeah, I can fuck this thing up.
Don't use the hand button. Use the hand button and you've unmade your timeline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, so we fix the Goliath crew and we beam Quark onto Quark gets sucked up
And
into the.
there goes your timeline.
Yeah, we screwed. Yep. And there's no way to close it again.
I love the stiff.
It's just.
He's gone to pieces.
Oh, they don't. That's not the one where they use it. It's when you screw up freezing or defrosting or that it does the whole timeline wibbly wobbly paradox screw up thing.
Okay, that's
put it on cook for 15 seconds. Cook.
All right, fine, we'll cook her.
If it was 15.
Bia's flesh has been roasted to a toasty golden brown. Nice going.
Crunchy.
I love how he
Yes,
just
it
gets
is.
erased from existence there too.
That whole death
But anyway, so
He's
they
still smiling.
Quark and presumably the whole Goliath crews gets blown up when the Eureka gets blown up, but we still have Bia's goo that got teleported into space, and presumably other the sludge bandits that that went onto the Goliath. What happened to them? Did they stick around? I don't think problem solved at the end of this game.
I'm just saying, he rescues B at the end. You have to take her out of the thing. He holds her in his arms as he beams away, I thought.
Yeah, but what he's saying is we beamed out of B is still floating around in space somewhere.
Yeah, the mutagen, because we used the transporter to just sort of separate the mutagen out of their bodies and just teleport it into space. So and evidently the pugoid stuff can survive in space. So
it does seem to be inert without someone jumping into it, though. So unless someone encounters that small amount in the depths of space somewhere, it's probably fine.
If you're traveling through space and you see a giant orange tub of goo floating around, your first instinct is to go, what happens if I fly through this? I would do it. So would everyone else in the universe. Fly through the goo.
You don't know what it is, but you bet it would look cool spewing through the propellers.
Exactly.
Supposedly the big one was because supposedly the big one was because we cured all of the Goliath's crew other than Quark. So whatever we beamed out of B is probably relatively small. Someone might try and grab a sample and then it escapes and affects their entire crew. So it'd be like, was it the Second Species movie or something, where it's like just the thing gets loose and everyone's infected? But
oh no, cried Roger, here we go again.
the likelihood of them ever picking it up, even if Space Quest were still going today, is probably pretty low.
Okay,
sorry, it was...
Porpoise power? They said, like, I don't get why she uses the cryo chamber to take a nap. It was because she got infected, and it was to slow down the mutation process.
No, but why does she get back in?
Why did she take a nap? Why did she take a nap?
She's tired.
Just resting.
Yeah, she's
translation. They didn't want to have to animate another character.
Because
Yes,
they
didn't want to communicatable.
I mean, what's the point of having a strong female character in the game if she's actually going to do something? I mean, perish the
You've
thought.
already got Flo being Lieutenant Uhura, basically. So what do you need? What do you need B for?
That's Big Harry Mars says giant orange goo in
we got a
space.
green lady.
That's supper sorted for tonight.
Yep.
Hey, dick licking cat. I mean, you're super adorable and everything, although a little gross. Would you stop sitting on my fucking headphones, Jack?
You're gonna
Please.
overshoot. What kitty moved? About to overshoot.
He's performing. Oh, wait. Did it say the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching my cat auto-cock himself.
Well, given your predilection for that artwork, I can see why that would gather your attention.
You, my friend, need another hobby.
Cool.
Okay, in case anyone missed it, Okai Orange posted a Spike plushie in the general nerd channel of the SQH
cool.
Discord.
It looks fucking sick.
Ah.
I want one.
Is that like a fan-made thing? It must be.
It's on Theologist.
And Mr. TL Wolf posted Roger Wilco cosplayer he met at PAX East 2018.
Nice.
Those are both up in the SQH Discord.
Yes. Go have a look. Go join the club of weirdos. Don't go in the vortex though. Just you know, get acquainted with the place, meet some people, then go in the vortex.
Mr. Historian, what's that dark shadowy place?
The dark shadowy place is where all your dreams and childhood memories go to die.
Oh, you didn't get the reference.
I didn't.
Activision?
No.
The answer would be, that is the vortex. You must never go there.
I don't know what that reference is.
Lion King.
Oh no, never never watched the English language version of the Lion King.
Ah.
Because you know they dub shit over here.
No, they
Especially
so
sorry.
What's Simba's name in Danish? Is like or something.
Oh
or?
no, it's Simba, and you know all the.
It's Lion. His name, like Mufasa named his child Lion.
In Danish, I thought they named him Kimba.
Where am I going?
They made that joke on Simpsons when they had James Earl Jones for a minute. He goes like, "You must avenge my death, Kimba." Oh, I mean Simba.
Simba. Is the white one they ripped off combined with Hamlet.
It's complicated because a lot of people point out that the Kimba series did in fact come out after Lion King. However, Kimba existed as comics in the 50s. So
There was a cartoon of it in the 60s that my dad used to watch, because when I used to watch anime as a kid, he used to go, I used to watch something like this as a kid. And I'm thinking I'm watching like Euro Soccer Dodgy or Akira or Fist of the North Star or something, and then Dad goes, this is nothing like I used to watch. I'm like, yeah.
Apparently, if you forget the laser cutter, you get stuck on the side there, and you can't do anything.
Yeah, you're absolutely screwed.
That's the one major dead end. Or at least complete and utter soft lock.
The game does not kill you, you just sit there.
I mean, I think there is a death.
Tom King says, I always like the part where Simba sung that famous song about how he couldn't wait for his dad to die so he could be king.
Yeah, that's great.
I screwed up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think you clicked it deliberately, so I didn't.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How you guys doing? Oh, giving me sass. All right, let's do that
That's
again.
what they do. If anyone does a voice dub of that, it sort of cracks a steel open. It's like, hey guys, how you doing? They just go, nah.
Hi, are you here for the barbecue? All right, let's go to the actual place.
Now, if I could get a professional
Whatever you're
test
selling, we don't
guesses,
want any.
I'd want Quirk to be voiced by Patrick Warburton. I mean, who else?
Oh yeah, he would
That
be
would be
excellent.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the only choice is Patrick Warburton or oh geez, all of a sudden I can't remember his name. Fry in Futurama.
Oh, Billy West.
Oh, Billy West.
Billy West.
He's the guy who does their version of Captain Kirk.
Oh, they
Zap
do.
Brannigan.
Yes,
Zap Brannigan.
It's Billy
It would
West.
be like
It was supposed to be it was supposed to be Phil Hartman, but you know,
exactly.
Oh, get the fuck back down! What the hell are you doing? Back down! Back down! You piece of shit.
Sadly, when Phil Hartman died, you know, his wife murdered him. But sadly, when that happened, they had to change the plan for Futurama. So Billy West said, "Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play this guy like I think Phil would." So he's just like, "Hey, first officer, you like velour?"
You watch my formal shots.
Oh yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Have the boy wash my formal shorts.
The boy, sir. You.
Yes. What's that learning disability I have? Dyslexia, sir.
The jackass wants to see you.
He wants you to wear this.
They let him out of the cell. He's like, "Why are we being let go?" Why indeed?
Oh god, yeah. The first season of Futurama is a little uneven, but the bits with Zap Brannigan are just fantastic. And people keep going, "Oh, Zap Brannigan, oh, he's a bit like Roger Wilco." No, nothing like.
He's not.
Oh no.
For one thing, Roger has pants.
There's that.
Yes.
And is not a fan of velour, as far as we know.
For 1,000 summers, I will wait for
No,
you.
no. We're having a good time.
Please, no.
No.
Well, look, they retconned that. They retconned that in one of the movies.
They did, yes.
Yeah, that sucked a bit.
Yeah,
I mean-
going back to the Patrick Warburton thing, I think he would have been perfect for Ace Hardway. But
yeah, he would. I think they actually tried to get him, but Patrick Warburton has a certain salary requirement that's a bit above and beyond what they could do. I mean, they got Maurice LaMarche, who was on Futurama, which is not bad casting either.
It's always weird
Canadian.
Oh, here we
because
go.
like some people are. I don't know how like big time voice acting networking works. I remember being like my mind was boggled when I found out that they got Estelle to voice a reoccurring character on a Cartoon Network show that's 11 minutes apiece. That would be Steven Universe, and then they just kept bringing in celebrities.
Oh, I've never actually watched Steven Universe either.
It's cute.
Where the hell do I start?
But I don't know. I feel like people make a bigger deal of it existing than they should. It's a kid's cartoon. Relax.
We started level 8. Oh, sorry, I just have no idea.
Yes.
We started level
Even
8.
levels only.
Oh, Start Maze. Oh, there's a... Okay, I'm looking at the hint book, by the way, and they've mapped out the hint book. This maze is several pages long. I hate every bit of it. Okay, so...
Those are sounding pretty tired.
Designed this thing.
Ugh. Madman.
Honestly, the only reason I'm relatively clear on how to do this is I get overall structure of it is that it's to get to the upper or left or just thinking in all the directions. You want to go up or back or however you want to think about it.
This is
as long as you keep trying to do that, you'll find it eventually for
they have a separate
levels 8,
map
level
of it.
6, and level 4.
They have a
Level
separate
2
map
is
of it.
tricky.
Yeah.
They want you to go
Yeah, they
this
love it a map.
route. Yeah. How the fuck were you supposed to map this shit out? Okay, so we want to go to level 6.
8, 6,
The answer
8,
to that is, of
4,
course, save scumming.
Yeah, that
I did
too.
it 25 years ago, so...
Okay, so that's 8, 7, 6. So we go up 2 floors.
Yeah, always go up 2 floors.
floors each time.
Trolls,
If
you're
you're
sounding
not
pretty
fast
tired, man.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, my voice is going a bit. And I still got 6 to go through. But I'm in the fucking maze. Hate the maze. This maze.
You've missed it, MI. Other than Nukem
maze?
Nukem Robots, he's gotten through pretty much every major arcade sequence first try with minimal effort. He's been so lucky.
Lucky, yes.
Or good. He's just skilled. Sorry, the historian is mad.
That's a low.
Yeah. So,
That's right.
I always question then: more maze or more math?
All right. I'll take a maze. At least I can map a maze. Where am I going? This is not what the map says. The map does not say you can do this. You can't go that way. Oh, am I? Where the hell am I?
Speaking of math, what is it? 330 there right now?
No, I'm looking at the right one. I'm just want to see. Oh, okay. So I start at shaft. Oh, okay. So I realized my mistake.
Yeah, looking at the wrong elevator.
No, I went in the right elevator. I'm just looking at on the map. I was just looking because there's like there are 2 elevator shafts here, and I was looking at shaft B because I thought I came out of shaft B, but I came out of shaft A. Make your jokes.
Yeah, that's what I meant by wrong elevator.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, sure.
If you think about it right now, because of this blank wall to the right, you're literally to the left of the elevator you just came up. So if once you place the elevator in the 3D space, for me at least, it becomes easier to figure out what I'm doing.
Yes, but I also have no sense of direction whatsoever.
Yeah, if you don't have a sense of direction, this is utter nightmare.
Yeah.
I've been through so many mazes in adventure games, I've gotten good at it.
I mean, this maze is consistent with itself and doesn't rotate the camera like the King's Quest 5 maze does. So.
Fuck no. Oh god. Yeah,
Honestly, though, I will say this:
Level 4.
The rotation direction in Mordak's Labyrinth is a pain, but I'm slightly less annoyed with that than I am with the desert, because I
Mordak
dislike
has
the
the
whole
compass.
Yeah, I'm very annoyed at the whole 7 screens and then you die. That ticks me off.
5.
5
No,
screens.
5's when you get the notice that you're thirsty. 7's when you die. You can get from the edge. You can get from the edge of the desert to the oasis in front of the temple without dying. But if you move 1 screen away from there without getting water, you instantly die. 7 screens is the limit, and if there's not water there, you die.
What I want to know is why in the Mordak maze, why is there a hidden compass built into it? Why is that thing?
That's the dumb part. Why is that not made
that
obvious?
should just show on all the time.
Yeah.
That doesn't need any version.
Oh yeah, it's constantly on screen in the NES version. So why not in the? I don't know.
You don't even get points for bringing it up, so it's not like it was a puzzle.
Arguably the only good thing, the only improvement to the NES version, having the compass there in Mordak's
No,
maze.
it also fixed the dead end with the cat and the mouse.
Oh,
Cat and
that's
rat.
true. Yeah, I did fix that.
Okay, so
There was a version I
you're on
played
top
where
of-
the mouse.
sorry. This is level 2.
When you're in an elevator, you're on a timer. Is all I was going to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are.
You'll eventually
yeah.
move.
Shield
The
deactivation.
advanced-
All right, we're nearly there.
As long as you're in the middle of, you've used the hand icon to go into one of the ports,
Yeah,
the
then you're
timer
safe.
stops.
Timer stops.
As long as you do that, you're
Interesting.
fine.
Yeah.
And also the elevators are in fixed positions when you get into the shaft. It's not like they move around, which would really
Oh,
suck.
you can leave and then
I've had
come back,
times
or you
where
can leave
I
and
can go in again.
Oh yeah, if you
It
go back
rolls
in,
a random number and 2 separate random numbers and says, okay, this is where elevator A is, and here's where elevator B is.
I think if my calculations are correct, if I go down 1 screen, this is the shield deactivation switch. Fuck this maze right in the fucking ear. There you go. All right.
Oh, that beautiful sound.
End game.
That beautiful sound.
Beautiful, beautiful sound.
I did like the point drill for this. And then I love it.
That's a nice place for it.
I love it. The light switch.
Oh.
Hi.
So
How's
does
Trix?
it make you find your way out after you disable the shield?
I know Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo, Judo, and several other Chinese words. Thanks, Dad.
Just speak heavy, Marty. I'll say NES.
The foot's in the other shoe.
That's just how it is.
Here we go, Jabbers. Your favorite moment.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. That is gratuitous.
That is
No,
very
the
gratuitous.
free scum is a great line though.
It is.
Ice,
They're scum and they're free.
Bum bum ba-da-dum bum.
She
It's
kind of
also a
looks like she's holding in a fart when she walks. That walk cycle is a little weird, like a big mechanical fart.
Why do adventure designers like mazes so much, though?
I don't know.
That is-
We should ask one.
Easily
I didn't
repeatable
game.
rooms. That's my guess. Easily repeatable rooms.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the reasons why I put one in Demons, the Adventure Jam game I did this year, more than just
Fuck that
pissing off
game.
everyone, is also because I kind of wanted to see if I could do the same trick as King's Quest V did and what the Goliath maze just did, by using that repeat. It's just the same room being loaded over and over again, but I just put up barriers where you're not supposed to go. Like,
Have any of you seen the movie Cube?
Yes.
Yes.
That's literally what they did.
Yeah, it's the same room.
It's all the same room, just they changed the colors and in post.
Yeah, wonderful low-budget film.
Exactly. It's the same deal with mazes and adventure games. It's repeatable geometry for the rooms. Less artwork.
And much like other movies like The Matrix and such, let's just be clear, there is only one movie called Cube.
I like the second one, but I understand why it was not near as good as the first one. Third one was just
for their
weird.
response.
Oh my
You,
god.
you know what makes me laugh is a couple months ago, I guess they announced Keanu Reeves went on the air and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna make a new Matrix trilogy." And
A trilogy. I knew they were doing another one, but good lord.
And then my friend literally says it best, and he goes, "No one asked for this. Who asked for this? No one."
I'm not even sure anyone.
Same with the Avatar movies.
It sounds like Keanu Reeves asked for this.
No, not Keanu.
I'd accept Matrix over new Avatar movies, though. Like, I don't even understand how that movie's so popular.
All we need to do is get M. Night Shyamalan to direct the next Matrix movies.
No.
What a twist!
Oh no, we'll be attacked by dog vomit.
See, I can't make up my mind what is worse, the fact that this thing has eyes, or the fact that they drew the sprite at such a low resolution that when it comes towards the Eureka, it's just a mess of pixels. Although the sliding down the windshield thing is beautiful. I love that.
That's awesome.
It's so good.
Yeah, it looks like a yellow grimace.
You can see skin
Yeah.
tones.
Yeah.
This right here was actually the final point action that took me the longest to figure out as a kid. In order to get full points, you have to tell the crew to evacuate this fort.
Yeah.
It took me the longest
What
time
is it
to
with
figure out.
Space Quest and chickens?
Chickens are awesome.
There's a chicken in the cargo bay too.
Astro chicken.
I mean, the main character is a bit of a chicken, so.
Oh, that's fair. Fair point.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
You could argue the same is true of Final Fantasy.
Hey, let me out of here.
Why don't they have a release button inside it?
Look at that fucking dismount. Just woo! She bounced out of that thing.
It's a great
gymnast.
And also, she's completely lost her
Just
mind.
nice.
It's beautiful.
Ma'am.
What do you say,
It's so
dear?
fucking-
Let's get out of here.
You've
I like
you've
the
got stuck.
idea that part of the reason Citrus is infatuated with him here is because being in cryo and mutated has screwed with her mind a little bit, which explains why in 6 Roger's kind of afraid of her because her head's on straight again and she's wearing the pants in the relationship.
All right, not to come off as crass, but it is 3:30 in the morning. The phrase "Don't stick your dick in crazy" might be applicable here.
Oh no,
Which one?
no. It's something I live by, and I wish some people I knew did.
Here we go.
Where the hell am I going?
Yeah, I went.
Where am I going? What am
I
I
learned that
doing?
the hard way myself, and one of my mates always keeps telling me you can't fuck your way out of trouble.
You know what I always thought it was you know what, he saves her, he proves himself to her that he's a hero, you know?
Which one is it? Is it this one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, this is the one that gives you the EGA screen, right?
We've done that.
You can hear.
We missed
it's even red in the back. I never noticed that before. How did I not notice that? I keep pulling the wrong one every time I play this stupid game.
The problem I have with that is it's not clear
Having
which
Space
one.
Quest 2 flashbacks with that arm.
Yeah, right.
Higher up means closer, farther from the back. It's not very clear.
You're so
Also,
self-sacrificing.
he is such a dick. I mean, this is a precursor to Roger in Space Quest 6. It's like, all right, good, she didn't get killed. She's the woman of your dreams, you asshole.
Oh, the computer just playing Pong up there on the transporter screen.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh yeah, and you gotta love the response it gives you if you look at it. It's like it's the latest high-tech video games.
But in this resolution, it just looks like Pong or something. Computer's running a highly complex virtual reality program. Oh no, sorry. The other one was.
It's the ones on the on Starcon.
Yeah, the Starcon where it goes. Too bad this display isn't working because it's 3D rendered, Gerard shaded everything. Is it?
Oh, the road.
Oh, the Starcon.
Gerard, sorry.
I don't know.
All right, we finished the game. Woo.
Oh, pellet cycling.
Color cycling for the win.
I think all you missed was 100 points for Battle Cruiser and the 25 points for telling the crew to evacuate. You got everything else.
Congratulations on a job.
Pretty good.
You deserve most of the credit. Spike did
Not all of
nothing. Spike didn't just cure the entire fucking Star Confederacy. No. We're cool.
Ludicrous speed.
Go!
Although they call it heinous, but come on, that's obviously a ludicrous speed joke.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Better buckle up, sir.
Congratulations. The blobulous. Oh, and fighting back the tremendous urge to plot a course for Disneyland. I like that.
Disneyland.
But it should have been Roberta Land. Should have been Roberta Land.
Yeah.
I love that.
Was Roberta Land from somewhere else?
This is true.
Roberta Land was mentioned in Space Quest 3, I think.
Yeah, it's one of the postcards in Fester's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Roberta Land, yeah. It's funny.
Alright, while these credits are rolling, I'm just gonna take a quick little getty drinky thing, and then we'll move straight on to the haiku competition, and then straight on to Space Quest 6, and then we can finally all go to bed. Hang on, I'll be right back. Cheers.
Okay.
Is it time for coffee or time for booze? I'm not sure yet.
Well,
considering it's
my
7 here, it's like
my time is 9:30, so I'd say booze, but I don't drink.
11 here. At AM.
It is 6:34.
No, yeah.
It's always 0 o'clock somewhere.
That's
the
true.
Land of the free and the home of the Whopper.
Gee, you think?
and the diabetes.
Come on, man.
Hello, Kitty. Kitty wants to talk.
Meow, meow, meow.
I see we have DOS prompts. Cool. All right, so, hey, Tom, can't stick around anymore tonight. Here, have some money. Thanks. Enjoy your evening, folks. Thank you so much, Tom. Oh, 20 fucking DOS. Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome.
And when you close this program, you got to tell it Das Vidanya.
He will put you in gun jail. He'll do it.
That's the last one. That was the last one. I had to get out of my system.
Okay, is pun jail like Monopoly? Can you go and visit people, or what's the go?
You're in pun jail now, Jabbers. You just earned yourself a spot in pun jail.